What's up, ugly baby?
What's up, jerkaholic?
Oh, dang, we're both mean today.
we're both very upset today.
I'm not, actually.
You're not?
Why would I be upset?
I don't know.
I don't know why you would be upset. I saw your weird tweet about you having a weird mood right now, and I'm like, I can't think of anybody in my life that has a more stress or responsibility free life than you do.
That I think is a misnomer to people.
How?
What do you mean how?
What do you have to do?
Well, first I have all the normal day-to-day things.
That's not real.
What do you mean it's not real?
That doesn't count. People who are actually busy have those things too. That's not real being busy. That's life.
Like cutting down trees and mowing your lawn and doing your laundry. I have normal housekeeping everyday things.
No, that's what everybody does. Next.
I don't talk about it that much, but I field a lot of emails from insane people.
Okay, fine. That's one. You can have that one.
And then I have to keep myself alive. I have to do something. I have to work. And I don't talk about that very often.
You're just real mysterious right now.
Yeah, I don't need people to know all my business.
What we have for 140 something episodes of only our personal business.
Okay, what do you got to do, Miss? I'm so busy.
Oh, don't even know. Don't
What do
even.
you got? What do you got to do?
You would crumble and die if you.
What do you got to do?
I did in a day.
What do you got to do?
I'm not even gonna get into it. Everybody knows how much shit I do every day.
How much of that stuff did you make for yourself to do?
I don't know. Oh shit. That's gonna be on here.
I know, we're in a big thunderstorm right now.
That made the house shake.
Yeah.
Dang. That was loud.
It's just angels bowling.
Toad is in absolute shambles right now. It rained earlier, then it rained again. Now it's thunderstorming really bad, and he is shaking on my leg.
You missed it. We had hail.
I know, I didn't hear it.
I mean, it was crazy. Can't believe you didn't hear it. There was almost like a quarter inch of hail all over the ground.
What the fuck? Well, I hope there's a bunch more dings in the top of my car to match the ones that I already have.
I'm sure there are. It's always exciting for me because hail for me is a very magical thing. So I'm always very excited to collect it.
Yeah, I didn't get any. You could have texted me.
I thought you would know. It literally sounded like baseballs hitting my house.
I feel like it was just on your house because I swear over here when it was storming earlier, I went outside several times because it kept being sunny. So I kept going outside to check for a rainbow and there was no rainbow. So I would have seen the hail. We didn't have hail over here.
Yeah, you're right. Sometimes my house is like the Addams Family where there's just like a cloud over my house that does weird things.
Yeah, I think this was just a your house situation. I didn't get any hail.
I'm always excited to get some hail, especially summer hail. Very, very powerful heat cold.
Yeah, I saw some tweet the other day about somebody questioning something about hail or something about it storming in the summer. I'm like, that's fucking hail. It's always done that. Are you dumb? Everybody's dumb. Like, just stay off the interwebs. I swear the other day, what was it, Sunday when Biden stepped aside and somebody texted me to see what I was doing. I'm like, I saw everything and I put my phone down. I went directly outside to pull weeds. I'm like, and then I wrote back to them. I'm like, this is a stay off your phone day, ... month, ... year.
Like, ooh, then I'm ahead of the curve.
Yeah, you are. Yep. You have really been training for this. Everything you've ever done has set you up to not be on your phone right now.
Well, I went up north with my sister, brother-in-law, and nephew to see my father before my nephew goes to Japan in August. Mm-hmm. And we were coming home on Sunday, and we stopped at the one coffee house, which is closest to my father's house, which is like 150 miles away. And they were waiting for their coffee, and I got the message that Biden had stepped down.
Yeah.
And they walked out, and I was like, okay, well, the ride home is going to be a weird conversation because he's not running for president anymore. And they were like, what? And then we just all got in the car and talked about it a little, but mostly played trivia, and that was it.
Yeah, it's such a weird time for like breaking historic news to the people around you. It just keeps happening.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, up north was fun.
That's good.
It was fun. My dad's got his Cub Cadet, which is a four-wheeler, like all-terrain vehicle.
Sick.
And he took all of us on rides.
Fun. Did you get to drive it?
No, he didn't let me drive it, but it was fun. And he's got all these little trails through my family's property and like gunning it up the side of hills and down into valleys. It was fun.
My uncle who has the Cybertruck, by the way, you guys keep DMing me being like, I think I saw your uncle. It probably is. I don't know. He drives everywhere. And if there's only 3 in Michigan, chances are you are seeing him. But anyway, he has one of those things too. And whenever we go over there, we get to drive it. it though, and like there's fields everywhere and hills, and those little things are fun. I think his is a mule.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that my dad took my nephew around the property and up and down and over and out, and me, the same thing, and my brother-in-law, the same thing, and my sister got it and said, "Can you take me to the bar?" And they went to the bar, and my sister had a shot, and then they came home.
Nice. Well, you said you did magic in the woods.
Oh, always when I'm up there, I have to go and say hello to the magic apple tree that allows you to communicate with deer. And then you go way back in the woods and you take all your clothes off and do weird magic.
I don't do that, but you can do that.
I mean, it's nice to go. No one's going to see you back there.
That's what you think. Now you're going to be on the internet in another country or something.
Whatever. You let all your junk flop out.
I don't let my junk flop out.
While we're on the topic of naked people and thinking about my dad's now massive DVD collection, and you know what I realized today? We both like Saltburn.
Yeah.
That's not out on DVD or Blu-ray.
Yeah, I don't think it is.
That's weird.
Was it an Amazon movie? I don't know if they've made any other movies on Amazon or on DVD yet.
I don't know. That's just super strange to me.
It is weird. That sucks. You still have to give me my Blu-ray player that you said you got for me.
I know. I still have it here. We just have to find the right time. I also, when I was digging around, I found out there's no Barbarian on Blu-ray.
Do you want Barbarian on Blu-ray?
Well, I'm trying to get everything before they stop.
What? Listen, you know what just happened in my brain? My brain went to The Northman, and I was like, why the fuck does he want that? The wires got crossed. Now I know what you're talking about. Barbarian, yes. Northman, it was fine, but I don't need to own it.
I have the soundtrack for Northman.
Nice. Yeah, Barbarian's good though. But anything else happen up north? We can't talk about your dad's DVD collection every episode. That's not what we're doing.
Yeah, it was fun. We left early Saturday morning, got up there. My dad had done all his little like primping. The house was all clean and set up and nice. And we stopped. This is crazy because it's up north. We stopped at this place called G's to get pizza and salad. We got 2 large pizzas, a salad, and some breadsticks. Up north prices. How much do you think it cost?
$17.
$81.
Oh my God.
What is happening up there?
What? It's supposed to be cheaper.
It's supposed to be cheap. $81.
No, something's wrong. No, they triple charged you. That's not right. You all should have just delivered from down here, and I don't know.
It was basically a fun. My family used to do these things called spinners, which is you go up and come back the same day. So it was kind of that because we left like Saturday morning to go up there, and then we came home on Sunday morning. So we were basically up there for 24 hours.
It is way too far to be doing that shit. You guys are crazy.
A lot of fun. Magic was done. Magic apples were collected. Deer were talked to. Turks were talked to. Trees saw me naked. And that's the whole up north experience.
You should have made the Patreons a Naked in the Woods Patreon video.
No, thank you.
That would be for a tier that does not exist.
It is really funny to me. There is a moment when you're outside and you strip naked. As you're doing it, your brain is like, someone is looking at me.
Yeah, like I on road trips, I don't like rest stops because I feel like I'm gonna get murdered. So I like pee in the woods for sure. And you always think somebody's looking at you, but nobody's around.
Yeah, there's nobody there. And then like once you're naked and realize that and then you feel weird putting your clothes back on as if you've just done something wrong.
Yeah, that's how it used to be. We said in like the last episode, the one before that or something, that remember you said because you didn't know about news until way late, and we're like, yeah, this is what it'd be like if we lived in the woods. That would be you. You wouldn't know any news. You would just be naked in the woods.
That's right. And then one day you walk out of the woods naked and everybody's like, why are you naked?
Yeah.
Then you get arrested and then your life's over.
Like, sorry, I was off being 100 times more happy than you. Back in this shit world.
Yep.
I know. Anyway, well, that's good. Good job.
What did you do while I was gone?
Oh, Bex came over. Our homie Bex. She is a landscape architect and a genius, and she helped me last summer rip out my yard, and we continued that work Saturday. Oh, that lightning was crazy.
Just you and her ripped out your lawn last year?
Well, I was gonna shut up. I know you helped, but a lot of work was done, and you helped out this year too. Any fucking way. Oh, more thunder. It's gonna be such a spooky episode with all those rumbles. But yeah, so we did more work on my lawn, ripped out a bunch of weeds, went and got way more plants, new plants, and put them in. And then we watched a couple movies. one I can't talk about yet, and then another one she hadn't seen Late Night with the Devil yet, so we watched that, and she really liked it, and it was better than I even remembered. That was fun. So that was Saturday.
Did you see the controversy again now with Late Night with the Devil?
I did. Now I don't remember what it was.
Because in the opening credits, it features footage of like an actual police event.
Yeah, I saw that.
I hope nobody ever watched Zack Snyder's Dawn of the Dead, because the beginning of that film is filled with nothing but fucking news footage of people being killed in real life.
Yeah, they made some mistakes, but I think creatively, it's still a cool movie. I don't know what anybody wants anybody to do about it, but we watched that. What did I do Sunday? I don't remember. I pulled more weeds on Sunday. That's what I did. Oh yeah, that's what I already said. Yeah, I thought all that news hit on Sunday, and I was like, I'm going outside. See you later. And then today, I had to wake up. So you guys know I've been getting the screeners and doing a bunch of like horror movie stuff. And there's a new movie coming out soon that I can't review yet because there's an embargo, but it's called In Our Blood. It's a found footage movie. It's for me. I'll just say that much for now. And then they asked me if I wanted to interview the cast, to cover on here and to put on our YouTube. So I got to interview 3 of the cast members and the director today on Zoom. And that's like the first time I've ever done anything like this. So I was kind of nervous. And it was like the combination of moving parts too. Like I wasn't that nervous, but my computer is 11 years old. I'm like, my computer's going to die while I'm on here. I have to save this Zoom. I don't even know if I have enough memory. It's going to die. So I had that going on. 2, this was at 12:30 in the afternoon, which are peak Toad barking out the window hours. Just peak. All afternoon, that's all he does. I'm like, he's going to do it the whole time I'm on there. What am I going to do? Thirdly, I'm like, I can't swear. And all I do is swear. And I don't know how not to swear. So those 3 things, plus my slight nervousness, I was like, ugh. But anyway, it went really good. The people who are in the movie, I'm just going to say briefly, just so you guys know why I was a tiny bit nervous. The one girl who was in the movie, she was in season 1 of White Lotus. The guy that was in the movie was in Exorcist Believer. And then the mom in the movie was in Legally Blonde, and she's on Euphoria, the HBO show. So I was like, I know all of these things. Now I'm nervous. But it went really good. They were really, really nice. And the Zoom started with the lady from Legally Blonde holding up her dog, and then I held up my dog, and I'm like, this is exactly how I wanted this to go. So, but it was really cool. But so anyway, I'll have the video up on our YouTube as soon as possible, and then you guys can check out the movie. But I won't be able to review the movie on here until next week because of dates and stuff. But it was exciting, and I hope obviously it leads to more stuff like that. So
good work, buddy.
I know, it was neat. I'm like, but it was so weird too, because I'm like, okay, I literally just rolled out of bed. I'm not even awake yet.
I was about to say,
I swear.
How did you get up that early?
Well, listen, I set an alarm for 10:30. I did a soft wake up until about 11:30. Then I got out of my fucking bed and fixed my face and got the computer ready. So that I instantly did that. Then I I just talked to people who are in a movie and an Oscar nominated director. And then I just weirdly walked into my kitchen and made a sandwich. I'm like, this is so weird. I'm like, let me just go back to my regular life now. Just gonna make a Sammy. I congratulated Toad on not barking the whole time. I was so fucking proud.
There is a really weird moment. Like this happens when I work on television shows. Mm-hmm. I walk into an area, I'm mic'd up, I talk to the sound guy, I talk to the camera guys, I talk to the other people I'm going to be with. Then the cameras follow us around or me around, and then they film all of this stuff. And then you go back to the hotel and you're like, I'm just going to eat these Cheetos and drink this lemonade.
Yeah, it was so weird. I'm like, this day is weird, but it was cool. I felt lucky. And I think I did really good. I don't know. So that was neat. We'll see what else happens. Because they've been sending kind of these invites for a while. And I'm like, I'm nervous And also, you guys out there know, and we don't talk about stuff on here unless we like it. I'm not going to just lie. So what happened was they invited me to do it, and I go, I don't have the screener yet, so I'm not agreeing to this. And they go, okay, I'm going to send you the screener right now. So I watched it, and that was contingent on if I would have not liked the movie, I wasn't going to do it because I'm not going to sit there and be a liar. So
it's always weird to me when I'm watching a YouTube show or listening to a podcast, and then someone tries to convince me they have a Sleep Number mattress or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Why are you lying? Yeah. I will never lie to y'all.
They're like some other podcaster will be like, oh, and by the way, today's episode is sponsored by 365 jelly beans. I've used I've used 365 jelly beans for 10 years now, and I'm like thinking to myself, no, you haven't.
Well, that's fine if they actually send it. If somebody, and I'm not gonna tell you that I haven't tried. If somebody sent us a mattress and I really liked it, I would talk about it. But I will not ever talk about something that I don't truly like. I'm not gonna fucking lie. So had I not liked the movie, I would have been like, no, I can't do this. But I actually really like
We've turned down some things before because we weren't that interested.
Nope, it's true. Yeah, they have to. Yeah, I have to be stoked. I have to be stoked on everything I do, or I'm not doing it. Period. I'm gonna segue because people are still writing to us and admitting that their baby was ugly when it was born. I got a message and it said, well, I'm gonna read it word for word, and I died. It's the funniest thing ever, right? My baby was born a month early and it looked like a bruised lizard. Sorry. I didn't mean to make you choke.
It's all right.
A bruised lizard. So, keep them coming, you guys. If you think you don't have to show me, because then I'm going to agree with you. You just tell me that you thought your baby was ugly, and I will have no choice but to believe you. God, the lightning is still going. It's so spooky over here. This is absolutely crazy. This is seriously crazy. I worked on Friday, and my tattoo client, this is crazy. Okay, let me go backwards. First of all, I'm going to go backwards again because
Perfect start to this story.
Amazing start. Listen, you guys, on that chat earlier with these movie people, if you can imagine my movie breakdowns, imagine them in the form of a fucking question to people in the movie. It's literally fucking unreal. It's unreal. I don't even want to watch it back, but just get ready for it's not even a question. I don't even know what I said. But anyway, now I don't even remember what the fuck I was. Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so anyway, I worked on Friday. On here before, I've told the story because it's one of my favorite stories ever. The story of one of my old managers at one of my old jobs told me he was listening to the radio on the way into work, and the topic was something like, how did your dog get its name? And the guy said, I had 2 kids at the time and I let them both pick a name in the dog's name, and it ended up being Pasta Batman. And I'm like, that's the best dog name I've ever heard. I always tell that story. I don't fucking know why. I just think it's so cute and so pure, right? So anyway, my tattoo client on Friday, she goes, I lost my dog recently and we bonded over that. She's like, she had it for I think 15, 16 years. And I was like, I know when you tell this to people, they don't understand, but trust me when I say I fucking understand. I get it. And she said she was kind of looking at this rescue dog online and its name was Spaghetti. And I'm like, you're gonna keep the name, right? And she's like, yeah. And then I told the fucking Pasta Batman story because I had to. And I get done telling it and she goes, I know Pasta Batman. And I'm like, what? I swear. I'm like, you are lying. She goes, no, I know that guy. I know the dog Pasta Batman. And she brings up his socials and the dog name, and it's him. It's literally him and the dog, and it's real. And I go, I can't tell you how many times I've told this story, and I almost didn't believe it because it's silly and it's just a story that somebody heard on the radio. But I'm so jazzed to know that the story is real and it exists. And she showed me, I'm like, this is unreal. The conversation would lead this way and I would tell the story and the fucking dog.
And now there's a potential for you meeting Pasta Batman.
I know. I'm like a legend. I go, your friend is not going to believe that you went to a tattoo appointment and your tattooer said the Pasta Batman story.
For all of the failings of the internet and all of the terrible things that it's led us to over the years, I love the fact that there are some animals that we have made famous.
It's true. I love a weird animal, cute animal, wholesome animal story.
I feel like it always does my heart a little good when I remember, you're talking about Pasta Batman, but Keyboard Cat. I mean, all the way back, making weird little funny animals. Grumpy Cat, Lil Bub.
That weird little mini greyhound that has the fashion clothes on. I don't know its name.
But I think it's the one good thing the internet did.
It is.
Allowed us to see little buddies.
Yeah.
And make them. I mean, Fritz is a perfect example of a rock star animal.
Baby Fritz. Listen, Fiona. And now we get to see crazy whales taking out rich people on videos every day.
Yeah,
Love it. Perfect. I know. Yeah, animals are the honest, truest, best, highest point of the internet.
indeed.
For real. So yeah, that was a crazy story that happened.
Speaking of animals,
Hmm.
do you know who is not an animal? This is a big point of controversy on the internet this week.
What do you mean who's not an animal? I'm confused. What is this question?
Hello Kitty.
Oh, I saw that, but I didn't read it because my brain didn't want to accept what they were saying.
Yeah, Hello Kitty is not a cat. Hello Kitty is a little girl.
I knew that. My brain just clicked. I knew that. I did know that. That doesn't make any fucking sense because she has whiskers, bro.
It's a little girl, and she has a boyfriend who is a cat, but she is not a cat.
So she's dressed up to match her boyfriend.
Yes.
I get it. We've all done shit that we are not proud of to impress a guy. Fine.
The thing that cracks me up though is when stuff like that drops and people lose their shit over it. It's like, have you looked at what's going on in the world?
Yeah, just let us have our little thing that we like. Don't ruin it. And there's so many people who are like, that may have been factual at one time, but facts can change. So our new fact is that Hello Kitty is a cat. She is morphed in our brains and she is a real cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't come at us with that nonsense. This doesn't have, it just reminded me of creature stuff. Yeah, there's a new Devon Sawa movie coming out soon called Consumed. And the synopsis is really fucking weird. And I'm not going to pretend I remember what it was, but it was something like something in the woods and there's a creature. And I was like, okay. And I didn't, when you hear that, I'm like, oh, it could be bad. It could be weird creature design. Maybe I'll hate it. But I watched the trailer today and it's about a Wendigo.
Well, that's cool.
I know. Now I'm really excited.
Yeah.
So you guys wait for the Devon Sawa Wendigo movie.
You want to hear what I subjected myself to for no good reason whatsoever?
Of course.
I decided to try and watch all of the Underworld and Resident Evil movies.
I haven't seen a single solitary one of those.
I will tell you right now. I think I don't even know. It's like it's like 15 films if you put them together. It's crazy.
Dang.
It is not for me.
I'm not surprised, but it was probably like not the worst time you ever had.
No, it's enjoyable junk and there's lots of explosions and monsters and chasing and stuff, but it's a lot of Kate Beckinsale and Mila Jovovich in leather shooting things.
Yeah, to a lot of people that would sound great.
Yeah, it's just not my jam.
Mm.
Next up is I'm going to watch all the Final Destinations again.
Oh, hell yeah. I might do that with you because the only ones I can remember are the first two. And after that, it goes blurry. So I want to watch the newer ones.
Yeah, I want to watch. I have 1 and 2 are always in my brain. And then I realize that I think there's like 3 or 4 more. Oh. So I'm just going to try and binge all of them.
All right, I'm going to do it too. And then the creator of Final Destination follows us on socials. So maybe we can have him on our live show after we watch all of them and tweak out with him.
Yeah.
That'll be cute. Okay, I watched 2 screeners recently. I'm going to tell you guys about them, probably poorly, but here we go. So the first one that comes out this Friday is called The Beast Within. I'm going to give you the official synopsis and then I'm going to fuck it all up after that. Well, the movie firstly, see, I'm backtracking already. The movie firstly stars Kit Harington from Game of Thrones. Did I watch that show? Will I ever watch that show? No, sorry. The little girl in the movie is from Stop Motion, which is one of my top favorite horror movies of this year. So anyway, the official synopsis for The Beast Within is after a series of strange events leads her to question her family's isolated life in the English wilds, 10-year-old Willow follows her parents on one of their secret late-night treks to the heart of the ancient forest. But upon witnessing her father undergo a terrible transformation, she too becomes ensnared by the dark ancestral secret they've been trying to keep. So you guys can decide what you think that means. I knew what it meant. I read it. And I'm not going to tell you what it's about, but I think you can guess. A transformation in the woods. ... But yeah, the movie, beautiful cinematography, witchy, folk horror-y, nice running time, 97 minutes. Trigger warning, domestic violence. Don't watch it if you, yeah. But it was good. It was okay. This is the problem, is I think it was good. I liked it. I didn't love it. And the problem is there are so many good horror movies out this year that I'm literally exhausted. I can't keep up. I can't post about them all. I can't talk about them all. They're so good. And this one is like good, but it's not like one of my favorites of the year. So I feel like I'm being too hard on it, but I feel like it is good. And I almost ruined it. I almost spoiled it. But they It's good. It's good.
This is the problem that happened to nerds with superhero movies.
Yes, yes, yes. I've seen too many really good movies this year, and I feel like I'm like it's messing up my brain because I feel like this movie is good, and it's not like why the premise is good, it's acted good, it looks good, but like something, and maybe it wasn't like weird enough. Maybe it was like a little bit predictable. I like there's so many good weird movies this year where it gets done, and I'm like I don't even know what I just watched, but I loved it because it was so fucking weird. So maybe like straightforward movies now, I'm like my brain's like, well, that could have been more twisted than it was.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, so yeah, The Beast Within comes out this Friday in theaters, and I don't have a streaming date yet. And then the second one,
Wait a second. For all your new, forever, this is what we're going to do. For your new films, I'm giving old films.
oh, good, I like that.
How's that?
Yeah, I
So
like
you're
that.
doing The Beast Within, and I'm doing The Being from 1983. Running time of probably an hour and 20 minutes.
Perfect. Love it already.
Starring Martin Landau
Okay, weird.
and Ruth Buzzi,
Don't know who that is.
70s comedian who no one really knows why she's famous, but she was famous in the 70s on the Love Boat and stuff like that. And it's a really terrible horror movie, 80s style, toxic waste, someone disappears, creature in a small town attacking and killing people.
That sounds amazing.
The more you watch it, the more like it makes less and less sense. I will spoil the beginning. This movie begins within the first 3 minutes. Someone is driving a car and has their head ripped off while they're driving the car.
Well, I don't even want to talk about the movies I watched because this sounds like the best movie I've ever heard in my life. Like, oh, wait a minute. Stop the episode. I'll watch the movie and then we'll come back. No, I'm just kidding.
The Being.
Stoked. I'm gonna watch that literally tonight. And you know what's funny is this has nothing to do with anything, but Bad Boys Ride or Die dropped on VOD today, and I'm like, I want to watch it so bad.
Get out of here.
Listen, this is the problem too, is I've been watching so many screwed up horror movies that sometimes I'm like, I can't watch another screwed up horror movie right now. I have to watch something that's mindless and fun.
I think that's why I watched Resident Evil and Underworld films.
Yes.
Like they're just straight sci-fi action. I don't have to think about anything.
Exactly. All right. So the second one, I watched this last night. It's called Starve Acre. It's a British horror movie. It comes out this Friday in theaters and VOD, so you can see it right away, which is really exciting. Okay, the official synopsis. Why do I feel like I wrote down two synopses? Hang on. Okay, I'm just going to read all this. When their son starts acting strangely, a couple unwittingly allow dark and sinister forces into their home, awakening a long dormant ancient evil rooted deep in the countryside. At Starve Acre, their remote family home, archaeologist Richard buries himself in exploring a folkloric myth that the ancient oak tree on their land is imbued with phenomenal powers.
Ooh, this is interesting. You know I love an oak tree.
Bro, this is going to be your whole shit.
It already sounds like my jam.
It's so good. It has like heavy Wicker Man energy. It's like set in the 70s. It looks so good. They're all dressed cool. It's like a countryside, weird, like isolated estate with like a stone wall around it. It's like you're gonna want to die. I want to dive into the movie. It's so good. It's a slow burn. It's super weird. It's got really good practical effects and creature work, and there's witchy stuff, there's pagan stuff. And side note, it has, in my opinion, the best movie poster or movie art of the entire year. Any major motion picture or indie motion picture, the poster is so fucking sick that before I even started the movie, I'm like, I love this movie. I don't even care what it's about. Okay, and now I'll get you because the main guy in the movie is one of the Doctor Who's.
What?
And he's on House of the Dragon. His name is Matt Smith.
Yeah, Matt Smith. Sure.
Yeah. So yeah, he's on those shows and he's on The Crown. And then listen, I watched this whole fucking movie and I didn't even realize it was her. And then I looked at it after. And the main lady in the movie is Maud from Saint Maud.
Oh, wow.
I know.
It's a whole cast of familiars.
This movie rips, dude. It's so good. It's so good. I'm so glad that just the chick from Saint Maud only does weird fucking movies. Like, perfect. Love her.
Listen, you had me at oak tree. You could have said, like, this is a 1 hour and 20-minute film about an oak tree, and I would have just watched that.
It's so good. It gets weirder and weirder as the movie goes on, and the end is so fucking weird. It's so good. It's so good. It's going on my best of the year, Starve Acre, on my best of 2024. The list is growing and growing, and the year's only like half over. It's going to be the longest best of the year list I've ever had. And I'll say it again. There have been so many good horror movies this year. I'm literally exhausted. I don't even plan on coming on here and talk about movies that much, and I can't help it because I know everybody that we know is going to want to watch them too. Because most of them are like supernatural and weird as fuck. So I have to tell y'all it's my job. I can't help it. I can't help it. So yeah, that movie rips. Love it. The sound design is so good too. It was so good. Everything about it is so good. It's so weird. So yeah.
My old film to back up your new film.
Ooh, good one. Yeah, let's. Well, how do you beat the guy with the exploding head and the fucking?
Because I'm going with, for anybody that's never seen it, I'm going with a much larger scale horror movie with that had wider release and is a fan favorite to many people. Going with 1982's Basket Case, which I just watched.
Nice.
When was the last time you saw Basket Case?
I don't know. Too long.
It is the most bizarre film ever. For those of you who don't know, there is a man and he has a basket, and in the basket is his brother. Kind of.
Basically, me going around everywhere with Toad is me. That's me in basket. Toad is my guy in a basket. I'm a weirdo. Basket dog.
They were conjoined twins. His brother was separated at birth, and then he keeps his brother in a basket, and the brother kills people.
I have watched that. Yeah.
It's wild.
Loves it. Oh, that's by the Frankenhooker guy.
Yeah.
I love Frankenhooker.
Yeah.
Any fucking way. What else? Anything?
I have something, again, a secret thing that I'm doing tomorrow, which will be revealed at a much later time.
I don't even know about it.
No, you know what it is. It's just a big deal, and I can't talk about it.
It is a big deal. I forgot that came up quick.
I know. It's tomorrow.
I can't wait to talk about that.
I know. I'm very excited to discuss it.
We have exciting things to talk about. On the next episode, I'll be able to talk about In Our Blood, and you'll be able to talk about this. And
I don't know if I can because I don't know.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, I don't know when it's released.
Yes. Well, whenever we can talk about it, we'll talk about it. Well, we have another secret thing too that got finalized this past week too that we'll be announcing soon. That I posted a Patreon video today, and the secret thing has something to do with the video that I posted today, and it's very exciting, and I can't talk about it.
Jeez, oh Pete, this podcast started with my secret business life, and now it's ending with more secrets. I hate it. No secrets.
Secrets.
I hate it.
Whatever we just gotta wait. It was funny too, because in the
no
Zoom
secrets on this podcast.
I know that. Listen, it was funny because in the Zoom thing today with those people from the movie, I brought up something extremely personal, and I feel like they were kind of like, "Well, oh shit, she just said that," and I said out loud, "I'm like, oh, we say our whole life on the podcast. They'll already know. It's not going to be a surprise that I said what I just said." They're like, "Oh, okay." I'm like, they already know.
You and I talked about this yesterday. Did you ask them, were they on doing like a press junket, or were you like their only interview today?
It seemed like they did a couple other ones. This was like their press day.
Mm-hmm.
But it doesn't seem like they did a lot, because I feel like I might have been last, and it was only 12:30. So it's not like they went all day.
Right.
So I don't know if they did that many. Plus, the movie's barely even talked about yet. Like, nobody knows about it. That's why I can't talk about it yet, because its official first screening is January 31st at Fantasia Fest Film Festival. And that's like, I believe, like how movies get bought. Like, that's when they'll get their distributor and their, you know, what channel it'll be on. So nobody knows anything yet. So it's like, it's very fresh, you know. So them, you know, reaching out to, I like feel very lucky that like we get to talk about it, and then I got to see it already, and I'm glad it was good.
When I did the press junket for Ghost Stalkers with Chad, we had to talk to, I don't have the exact count, but I think we talked to 45 news stations in one day.
Oh. No.
And you can't see them. You just have a camera pointed at you, and you have an earpiece and you can hear them, but you talk directly into camera as if you can see them. Whenever you're watching people do like press interviews on the news, they can't see who they're talking to.
Oh, that sucks.
And what was really funny is I was so tired. It was getting later in the afternoon, and we had talked to like 30 people, and they have a whiteboard, and they'll tell you underneath the camera you're looking at, it says like, the reporter's name is Jake. You are talking to someone in Alabama. Like, and so you'll be like, hey, Jake. And you act like you know what's going on, but you don't. But at one point they wrote, the reporter's name is Lee Thomas, and you are talking to Detroit Channel 2. And I was like, when it came on, and he was like, and here's the guys from Ghost Stalkers. And I heard him in my head, and I was like, Lee Thomas, I'm from Detroit. I watch you all the time. And like, it totally derailed his interview with us.
No. Now we see him like at every screening we go to.
Yep. Some at Twisters.
Yeah, we did. That's so funny. Yeah, the one today, I know what you're talking about. Those ones where they're like in a chair. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they put the name of the movie on the screen. But this one was very much like just a Zoom, and they were all at their fucking houses.
So it was like a What's Up Weirdo Live.
Yeah, exactly. And they could see me, and my dumbass didn't know how to fucking, I don't know why, but when I joined the room, my camera wasn't on.
Jesus.
They had to tell me how to put my fucking camera on. It was a disaster, but it was fine. And it went by really fast. I think I did good. But anyway, you guys will see it on our YouTube soon. You can make fun of me for being awkward. As I do more of these, I'll get better. But for all the things, like I was saying, for all the challenges that I was afraid of, like my computer dying and Toad barking and and me not swearing, it's a miracle I didn't swear, honestly. And not that I probably couldn't have, but I was really trying to be profesh, even though I had like bed shorts on.
I think we're past the world of professionalism.
I know. I talked to my friend today who produces Ariel Helwani's MMA show, or I think he produces it, or he's on it. They just say whatever they want on there. And I said, I told him what I did, and I'm like, I really tried hard not to swear. And he's like, that's no fun. He's like, no constraints, just swear next time. I'm like, you right.
I mean, I just saw like, I don't remember who it was, but it was like some congressperson interviewing someone in Congress. And they were like, that's a bunch of shit. And I was like, I guess it's just all open now. It's just a free for all.
Well, I guess it would be fine if I dropped like one, but the problem is I dropped like 100 in an episode. I didn't want to drop 1,000,000.
Yeah.
So I was trying my best behavior.
You can get pretty fuckity fuck.
I know. And especially when I'm stoked, then it's even worse. So, but also the thing is like one of the main PR people was like in the Zoom too. So I didn't want them to be like, okay, well, this person's a disaster and we're never offering them another opportunity. So I wanted to be really good. So I think I did.
Yes. Do you know that all the What's Up Weirdo podcasts are available on YouTube, correct?
Oh, yes.
And do you know that they are automatically all subtitled?
They are?
They are. And it is hysterical to read because of the way that we talk and the amount of things that we say, the words that we say that subtitling does not understand, and it doesn't subtitle fuck.
Oh. What, it doesn't know how to type little baby cha-cha?
Well, we can check when this one posts.
And the last one, Coco Loco, little baby cha-cha. I don't know what else to talk about. Shout out Glenn Powell. Shout out
Oh my God.
Kate Beckinsale. Shout out. What's that lady's name in that movie? Buzzi. What the fuck is her name?
Ruth Buzzi, still with us on Twitter. You know what? Go follow Ruth Buzzi.
You go follow Ruth Buzzi.
I do follow Ruth Buzzi on Twitter.
Have her on our next YouTube live. But I was thinking soon we have to do another Patreon only live chat soon too, so we can hang out with them and have them ask us questions and whatever. Is that it?
Hold on a second.
We are looking up Ruth Buzzi's phone number.
I would just like to tell you right now.
What?
You don't have to follow Ruth Buzzi on Twitter, but you can.
She dead?
And she is not dead. Ruth Buzzi has 216,000 followers on Twitter.
Oh my God.
So come on, let's go.
Because she was in an Exploding Head movie.
She was.
I can't wait to watch it. Wait, well, let's tell people where they can watch it.
Oh, I watched it. The Being is available for free on Amazon Prime.
It's from 81, not 83.
Oh, I thought it was 83. Sorry.
It's on Freevee, Prime Video, and IMDb has it rated a 4.4.
Yeah.
I don't believe it. This looks good. And the movie poster is awesome. This looks like it's going to be my new... The guy looks like a potato.
He's got kind of potato head.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. I'm going to watch this tonight. So good.
One of the things I like the most about that movie is it seems like they went to a real small town and they were like, we're going to make a film here. So could we just have access to your whole town?
Wait, it's already on my watch list. Oh, I just unclicked it, but it was already on my watch list. Somebody else must have told me about this movie.
There you go.
How did I know about this already?
All right, I'm all done.
Okay. Well, maybe we should watch this on live chat with the Pates.
Oh, we might be able to do that.
That'd be fun because it's only an hour and 22 minutes long, so it'd be a nice shorty. We can all look at the potato guy.
Yeah.
Okay, something to think about.
Okay.
Okay, well, good talk.
Good talk. Good work, Toad. No barking during the storm.
Yeah, because he's having a mental breakdown.
I'm sorry, Toady Monk.
I'll be better later. Should probably go drink somewhere soon.
Yeah, you missed Gus's 40th.
I know. It's still going to look the same as the last time I was there, so.
It very much will. By the way, I took my nephew to Gus's the day before we went up north, and we sat and had some drinks, and he was asking me why I liked Gus's so much. My nephew is very big into film, and so I asked Patrick, the bartender, his opinion on some films, And of course, Patrick loved talking about films. So Patrick like went off like explaining why he liked certain films. And when we walked out, my nephew was like, I could hang out this fucking bar forever.
Yeah, fucking changes your life, bro. Welcome to the family.
Yep.
And there's always good ass movies on, and it's chill as fuck, and the vibe in there doesn't make you feel weird, and you don't feel like people are staring at you.
Yep.
Perfect bar.
All right, now I'm done.
Okay, I'm done too.
Okay.
Okay, good job, friend.
Okay, good job, buddy.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.